anniversary. Welcome back to those of you who are already subscribed. Happy, what is this, Tuesday already? I think I haven't did a video for a week almost, or today makes a week. And so I wanted to come back on today, definitely, to do another video. And again, I have Layla because yesterday was her birthday or her gotcha day or her anniversary day, whichever way you call it. I usually say it was her birthday on July 6th. She came home to me on July 6th of 2018. So this is her 8th year with me. I can't believe it. But yes, 8 years I've had this little girl. So if you're new to my channel, this is Layla. She is Dwayne Awake by Clear Taylor Dolls. We are gonna give her a drinking wet feeding again. I figured she deserved a drinking wet feeding on her birthday. So today we doing 4 ounces in her event bottle, which this is one of her favorite bottles, this little bottle. She has 2 of these, this one and a pink one like this. And these she drink out of really easy, and I notice the nipple goes in pretty fast, but I kind of have this thing open wide and already water is dripping on me. Is mommy feeding you too quick? Because this nipple is really open. But anyway, she is Dwayne Awake by Clear Taylor Dolls. And she is a drinking wet, as she is drinking right now, and she will wet her diaper. If you've never seen this baby before, she is an edition doll by Clear Taylor. She was a custom doll made for me by Clear Taylor at that time. At the time, Claire used to do customs, and then after I got this baby, she stopped doing customs. Now I believe she's doing customs again. But I was fortunate enough to get this baby right as she had stopped doing customs after this edition of dolls. There are 5 awake of this baby, Dwayne Sculpt, and 5 asleep of the Dwayne Sculpt. And the Dwayne Sculpt is a portrait baby. So this baby was created from an actual real baby's portrait. There is also a peaky-eyed Dwayne. She's kind of awake, but she's peaky-eyed. It's a girl, and she was made from the asleep babies. And Claire opened her eyes slightly. So she was kind of a bonus baby added into the addition at the end of it. And then with the awake babies, as I said, there's only 5 of them. Leila here is Dwayne Awake number 4. She is the second girl of the Dwayne Awakes. There's one other girl, and she is the only biracial skin-toned girl, so she's very rare. The additions are usually very small when Clear Taylor does additions. There's usually only 5 when it's an addition doll. So this baby is number 4 of the awake babies. And so I was very fortunate to get her when I got her. When I ordered her, her price was pretty up there. She definitely at that time was the most expensive baby I had purchased. I couldn't believe I was paying as much as I decided to pay for her. But at the time, I really wanted a Clear Taylor doll, an edition doll, all done by Claire. And I wanted a full body. I wanted a drinking wet. So I was just willing to do whatever I had to get this baby. Claire was offering payment plans, and she still does as far as I know. So I did a payment plan, and I had 6 months to pay her off, I believe it was. And I ended up paying her off within 2 months. To my surprise, I was able to just get all the funds together because I had been preparing to get this baby way before I actually got her. Like, I had started selling off a lot of my other dolls, putting the money aside. I had been saving money. Like, I was just determined to go after a Claire Taylor doll. I had some already before I got this baby, and I decided to keep my Gabriel, which is the Andrew. I had him at the time before I got this baby, but I didn't want to sell him at that time. I also had a Zoe at that time by Claire Taylor, so I sacrificed my Zoe and I sold her along with many of my other dolls. I think I had a Zen by Claire Taylor at the time also, which is a partial, and I sold him. Like, I was just willing to just risk it all, sell whoever I had to sell. Most of my vinyl reborns I had at that time, I just sold all of them off. Like, my collection went down to like Gabriel, which is a full body. I had him left and maybe one or two of my reborn dolls left. By the time it was all said and done, I sold off everybody to put, you know, this baby first, to get her home, to pay her off early. I just basically just made up my mind and went for what, you know, what I really wanted, because I felt like if I didn't get this baby, I just wouldn't have been, what do you call it, contented. It would have been something that I always would have wanted, and would regret that I didn't try everything to get what I wanted. So over the years, though, I've had, since this baby, many other Claire Taylor dolls I was fortunate enough to bring home. Definitely, when I paid for this baby, like I said, she had been the most expensive, the first really high-end doll that I brought home, brand new, custom. After that, I even spent more on one of her prototypes. I bought it secondary market, but basically he was brand new. I bought him from another collector, and it was one of the Willow prototypes. He cost even more than this baby did. So I ended up even going up higher than what I ever imagined I would spend on one of these dolls. But I didn't keep him long. I ended up selling him back to who I bought him from in the first place. And then I would say after that, I think he was the highest I went up. And since then, Claire's dolls have went up even more since I got these, you know, this baby and that Willow prototype. But even now, I wouldn't say, oh, I would never spend that on, you know, another silicone, or like I don't really say I'm never going to do something, because what I learned in this hobby over the years, I've been into it since 2013 at this point. I found that we'll say never and we go back on that. Like, so many times I've said, oh, I don't collect that, or I would never collect this, or I don't like that. And I notice over the time, you know, that will change. Okay, so you guys see she finished all of that. It's like a teeny little bit in there. And I think she had enough because she just dribbled again, and also her diaper feels quite wet, if y'all could see that. I think she had more than enough. That was her little birthday bottle to get a drinking wet feeding. I'm telling you, when I feed this baby, I don't feed her all the time like I used to when I first got her. But when I feed her, she actually be acting like she's thirsty. She be wanting her bottle. Like, she be saying, Mommy, you made me wait too long to get a bottle. It's been weeks. But this time she actually just had a bottle the last video we did as well. last week I did do a drinking wet. But when I first got her home, I was so excited to have a drinking wet doll. I had to, like, I was just feeding her. I just had to keep feeding her. Like, she was drinking like she was a real baby. She was getting bottles left and right. Like, I was just so over the moon to have a drinking wet silicone baby. Like, I never thought I would have been able to even afford a drinking wet silicone doll, and let alone it be a Clear Taylor full body silicone drinking wet doll. Like, I never, like, that was such a dream come true when I got her. I'm looking in my mirror at me holding her. Like, when I look at myself holding her, she looks so much like a real newborn baby. Her hair, her head, like her back, everything is just so, like, amazing how realistic some of these dolls really are. And I can't believe I, was so fortunate and blessed to have this baby and to still really just really love this baby. Like, so many times we get these dolls, and a lot of us, I'm not going to say all, but me being one, where you think you're going to keep the doll, but you don't end up keeping the doll. You just kind of keep going from doll to doll. But this baby, I must say, from the time I brought her home, I never thought of letting go of her. I pray I never will have to. She is, like, definitely a baby, a keeper for me, one that I want to hold on to. And from the time I got her, it was, that was how it was. I never wanted to have to let her go. Like, before I even got her home, I just kind of knew that. So this is her back. If you've never seen her, you kind of see that spine, and you can also feel that spine in there. I'm not sure what it is that Clear makes the spines out of, but it actually does feel like a real spine in there. She's poured all in one piece, so you could tell she doesn't have any separation in her neck or anything. Everything is all in one piece. She is 19 inches long, 19 and a half inches, and she is about 9 pounds and 4 ounces. So she's definitely a healthy, chunky newborn. She's not like a teeny tiny newborn, and I do like her size because it does allow her to fit different clothes. Usually my favorite size for her, though, is that 1 month size that you buy when you order from the UK brands. I do love her in that 1 month size, but she can also fit newborn and some 3 month size, because she's not, like I said, she's not teeny tiny. She does have the squishy tummy feature, as you can see. She has that little umbilical cord stump. She is very wrinkly. Her silicone, she does wrinkle like skin. And let's see, that wet diaper, as you can see, definitely a full diaper. Her drinking wet system works really well. It still does, and she just burped because a little water like squirted out when I was moving her around. She does actually burp sometimes. I've even heard her burp. Usually when she burps, the air bubble, I guess, comes up from the tubing that's in the drinking wet system inside, and it'll like bring up a little air and a little water. And so she actually does burp. She tends to drink warm water better than she drinks cold water. For some reason, the warm water just kind of goes down way easier when I feed her warm water. And that is just some of the stuff I noticed about her over the years after having her for 8 years at this point. And I always feed her water. I've never given her anything else other than water for her drinking wet feedings. Her drinking wet system still works really well after all these years of me feeding her and having her. Every now and then I'll give her a little tip of alcohol in her water, rubbing alcohol, just a little bit, less than a capful, and that kind of cleans her out. Say if there was any like mildew or mold building up in her drinking wet tubing, the alcohol will flush it out. You can give your drinking wet doll a little alcohol in their water most of the time, depending on your doll's painting. So you might not want to try that if you don't think your doll's painting is, you know, top notch, or if you see any peeling on your doll. I wouldn't give them any alcohol in their water. Let me just say that. You know, you kind of doing that at your own risk. With this baby, she's painted well, she's matted well, and Claire Taylor was actually the person, her artist and sculptor, who told me that I can give her alcohol to cleanse her, you know, every now and then if I wanted to, and that also removes any mold or anything that's building up in the doll. The alcohol in the water, it would remove it. But so far, she hasn't ever had any mold or anything inside of her tubing. Every now and then I'll do the alcohol in her water. I don't do it all the time. So today she's gonna get this little Joey cloth nappy. Since it is white, I didn't want the pink one under her outfit today because the outfit, it looks kind of light. I don't know if the pink diaper would have showed, because normally I like her little pink Grovia nappy. But today we gonna put the little Joey on her. So that is just a little bit about this baby over the years, just in case you are new to my channel and you've never seen her before. So that is my girl. She is definitely like my favorite baby, all-time favorite baby to date. Her and Gabriel, they're kind of, you know, they run neck and neck. My Boy and Girl by Claire Taylor dolls. They are my most favorite dolls, I must say, still. So that is her wet diaper. You could just see how she kind of filled up that diaper, and it's a newborn diaper. So if I would have given her any more water, this diaper would have just exploded, basically. So today, I'm gonna put her in this romper. I've been loving my rompers during the summer, especially for this baby. This one is a Jacquerie, and this romper is actually a 3-month size. Normally, like I said, I get her the 1-month size, but this one is a 3-month. But I'm thinking she could fit it from looking at it. It's white on the top part of the bodice. Then it has this ruffle going all the way around, front to back. It is light blue at the bottom of the romper with big white polka dots and then little circles that are orange. And they look like oranges basically, but then at the same time they could be polka dots. And they do have like blue little flowers on some of the white oranges. I noticed. I thought the blue little flowers were on the orange dots to make them oranges, but actually it's tricky. All of the blue flowers are on the white dots. So I don't know if those are oranges or not. I feel like they are, but they may not be. But anywho, this is what she's wearing. Oh, it's lined white on the inside. So it's blue on the outside, but the inside is all white, so that's good. So we gonna put this on her. And I actually just got this romper for her. I don't think it's new. I bought it from someone else. So I don't know if this one would be on the Jacquerie website, because I didn't get it off the website. I actually bought it from another collector that was selling it. So we gonna try this on. I really want to go on the website, Jacquerie site. I have not. Because I really want her to have a pink romper from them, or pink and white. Something with pink, and I have not found a pink one yet. And I don't have a pink one in my own collection of clothes. Most of my jacquardie clothes over the years that I had so much. I sold a lot of them. So all of a sudden this summer, spring slash summer, I had wanted her to have some more jacquardie rompers. So then I started like trying to recollect some rompers for her. And as I said, I most love this baby in rompers during the summertime. So my washing machine is making some crazy noise right now. It's spinning. I don't know if you guys can hear it. And it's way in the front of the house. I'm way in the, well, actually, this house confuses me because I just moved here, just in case you're new to my channel. I've been here like a month now. My room is actually the front of the house. I don't know why. Normally in every other house I lived in, my room is in the back. So this house, ironically, is the opposite. My room, this is the very front of the house. This window is in the very front. And the washer is all the way to the back of the house, all the way to the back. But I don't know if you guys heard all that noise. But if you heard all of that, that's the washing machine acting crazy. I think I need a new washer at this point. I think I do. But anyway, I've been trying to like recollect jacquardie rompers for her. I think I would actually order her the 3 months rompers now, because you see how that's fitting. And the little 4th of July romper I just took off of her also was a 3-month size romper. And they're easier to put on because she does have extra room in it, which that's what I kind of like, especially with silicone dolls. When their clothes fit too close, sometimes it's hard to get it on them. It gets all stuck on their silicone and you be struggling to get it on. But I like the way the 3 months rompers are fitting her because they don't get all stuck to her. And I don't have to struggle to get it on her. It just kind of went right on really easily. No problem. So that is the front. As you can see, it's fitting her really well. So we're gonna just give her a little white headband. And that's gonna be her little feeding and her little birthday outfit change. I really need to change some of my other babies, but I have not. I figured I'd give Layla another video since it was her birthday. She needed another video before I bring on any of the other babies, but definitely practically all of my babies right now in the nursery need a change. Like, I haven't really changed many of them, especially since I moved. I think she's gotten changed the most, and then Gabriel's been getting changed. So yeah, I need to give some of the other babies some camera time and also some new outfits on because they have not gotten changed. Of course, we have to put back on my favorite white sandals for her. The best fit for her, and they just very soft little crib shoe type sandals. So I don't mind putting these on her. I don't mind leaving them on her feet. They don't bend up her toes or anything. They're easy to take on and off. And so far, these have been my favorite summer sandals for her for like so many years. I don't even know how long she's had them, but it's been a while. So that is her little outfit. We're gonna give her back this pacifier. I am so loving these pacifiers. I got this like maybe 2 weeks ago. I showed it in the last video. They are all silicone and they are called Thy Seed natural pacifiers. All silicone, no rubber or latex. So it's safe for your silicone baby. And I love how the nipple is kind of narrow and flat, so it doesn't stretch out her mouth. I can leave it in her mouth if I want. I like how it looks on her face, and it doesn't cover up her nose like most pacifiers. And so that is her little sandals and her little outfit. And that is our video. Oh, and I hope you all enjoyed your 4th of July weekend. This past weekend, I had a ball, a blast, really a blast. Our cookout turned out nice. I had so much food. I thought I had too much food, actually. Like, we had ribs, we had pork ribs, beef ribs, because some of the family eats pork, some of them don't eat pork, so I had to have both kind of ribs. I had chicken, I had hot dogs, hamburgers, pasta salad with shrimp in it, lettuce, tomato salad, macaroni and cheese, baked macaroni and cheese, rice, baked beans. Like, we had a lot of food, so I thought we had too much food. But believe it or not, all the food is practically done, and it's only Tuesday. So I was thinking I'm going to have food that goes to waste. I'm going to have food that we don't eat or can't eat, but I was wrong. All the food is done, but we had such a nice time. And then we went and saw the fireworks in the area that evening after the cookout, and the fireworks, like, it was so nice. They also had Kool in the Gang. With that group, that old group, Kool in the Gang. That was so nice. Like, we just had a nice time, and it was so crowded, but it was nice. Nobody was acting up. It was safe. Like, they checked your bags and all that stuff before you went in, which I like that. I mean, it took a minute to get in, but it was better to be safe. So we went there, and like the fireworks, I might put a little bit of the fireworks at the end here, but it was just so nice. We had so much fun. Like, the fireworks, I've went to fireworks shows before, but never have I been to one that it was that nice. Like, they went all out with the fireworks this year. I guess because it was the 4th of July, the 250th Independence Day celebration. Like, they really showed out. And my town here is a military town, so I don't know if that was why, but they really, like, went all out with those fireworks. And I have my significant other who's a veteran, so it was really nice, the celebration this year for the 4th of July, honoring the veterans and the active duty service men and women. Also, I have my daughter Nicole, her fiance is also in the military here. So it was just nice, this 4th of July, really a special 4th of July. We really enjoyed it. So I will include a little bit of the fireworks at the end of the video. And I hope you all had a nice and safe 4th of July also, those of you who celebrated. And so we will see you in the next video, guys. And there is my little girl, all dressed, wishing little Miss Layla a happy birthday, 8th birthday with me. And I pray for many, many more ahead with this baby being in my collection. So thanks for watching, you guys. We will see you soon in another video. Take care.